Hello class, in this very class, we're going to be solving the third and the final question we are given as a take home in our previous lesson on balancing simple redox equations. We solved the first two questions we are given, and this very question was the very final and last question we are given. So for those that are just seeing this very question for the first time and you want to give this question a try, I'll give you some time to do it. While for others, let's dive quickly into it. So first of all, we are asked to balance Cl2 gas plus this iodine, this aqueous format, then equals to chlorine here, this aqueous chlorine plus iodine gas, plus I2. So how do we balance this? How do we balance this? Now don't forget, first of all, we're going to get our oxidation numbers. What's the oxidation number for Cl here? That's for chlorine here. That's 0. Iodine here, iodine here is -1. On the product end, chlorine here is -1. Iodine here is 0 also. So that's the first step. Don't forget, you write out your oxidation numbers, and after that, you look out for the reduction and the oxidation. So for chlorine here, chlorine moved directly from 0 to -1. So chlorine experienced a sort of reduction. From 0 to -1 is reduction. Also the reduction, this reduction here. While iodine here moved from -1 to 0. So there's an increment from -1 to 0. So there's an oxidation. Increment in oxidation number is called oxidation, while reduction in oxidation number is called reduction. So first of all, we're going to work on the reduction first, or we can even choose to work on the oxidation first. So whichever one is going to get the same result. So Cl2 gas gives us Cl minus aqueous. So from 0 down to -1, which is a reduction. So how do we explain this? How did we move from 0 to -1? It means we have a -1 attached to this. So how do we attach -1? That means we're going to take off an electron. So how do we take off an electron? We take off an electron by adding an electron to what we have here. So Cl2 gas plus an electron. Don't forget Cl2 0 plus electron is naturally -1. So 0 plus -1, which is -1. So we end up getting this Cl minus aqueous. So after we're done with this, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to watch out for the atoms. So how many atoms do we have here? We have 2 atoms here on the reactant end, and just 1 atom on the product end. So we're going to add 2 to this place to make this balance, to make this chlorine balance, to make it up to this. So you have Cl2 now and Cl2. But don't forget that we have 1 electron here. So this electron was just for 1 atom of chlorine when it wasn't balanced. So for the fact that we have 2 added to these now, we're going to do the same thing to this. So this is balanced already. We are done with the reduction. So we're done with the reduction. So the next thing we're going to work on now will be the oxidation. It's an oxidation on this iodine end. We have I minus aqueous, which gives us iodine gas 2. That's here from -1 to 0. So how did we move from -1 to 0? It means 1 was added, plus 1 was attached. -1 plus 1 gives us 0. So how do we add plus 1? We're going to do that. We're going to add plus 1. Aqueous, this aqueous here. Then we're going to add plus 1 by subtracting an electron. So -1 minus -1, that is -1 plus 1, which gives us 0. So that's that. We have equals to this iodine gas here. So what do we have? We have 2 atoms here, just 1 atom. So what do? We're going to balance it by adding 2 to this. So when we add 2 to this, this becomes balanced with this. But don't forget, this is just for 1 atom of iodine. So for the fact that we added 2 to this, we also have 2. We also add 2 to this. So this 2 electrons, everything is balanced. The atoms are balanced. The electron also, everything was set out. So the next thing we're going to do now, we're going to bring them together and solve them simultaneously. So you have a chlorine gas plus 2 electron gives us 2 Cl minus, that's aqueous, equation 1. Then 2 iodine, aqueous. Then minus 2 electron gives us I2 here like this, it's iodine gas. So what do we do next? The electrons are balanced already, so everything is well set out. So what do we do? Plus and minus, minus, then we add. This takes out this. You have a chlorine gas plus 2 iodine aqueous equals to 2 chlorine aqueous plus 1 molecule of iodine. So we're done. We've balanced this also. So this is the solution for the third take home given to us in our previous set of lessons. So I'm very sure that a whole lot of people got this very question right. So if you're one of those that got this very question right, it means you understood 100% all we've learned so far on balancing of simple redox equations. So in our next set of lessons, we're going to be looking at balancing of complex redox equations, which has to deal with the acidic and the alkaline redox equations. So we've come to the end of this very lesson. If you gain one or two things, please subscribe to the very channel at Edu Mosaic and give me a follow on Revelation Hub on Facebook. And also share this lesson with others. See you in the next lesson. Thanks and bye for now.